Welcome back to VW Farm. We have a lot going on today. We have these new raised beds that we've been filling up. They're made out of rain barrels. We have sweet potatoes in there. This is our strawberry patch. These two are going to be grapevines. And then these two empty ones, well, those are going to be potatoes. A lot has happened since our last planting video. We had a few frosts that we covered everything, so we lost a few plants. And we also lost a few tomato plants that we're going to replace today. Here we have our sunflowers, and they're just coming in really well. I don't know what I got wrong with the spacing. They're quite close, but I don't think the plate was really the plate we needed for the sunflowers on the planter, but they're coming in great. We did 4 rows of sunflowers, then we did 8 rows of popcorn. The popcorn's more hit or miss as it germinates, but it's germinating. Here's our peach tree. It had a lot of buds on it, but I think the frost might have taken them out on us. Let's check out our blueberry bushes. Oh yeah. Some buds right there. Hopefully they can continue to grow. I think all the frosts are done. Here's another blueberry bush. Here's another one. And another. I believe we have 7 blueberry bushes in total. What are you guys doing? Hey, Specs. Hey, Heck. I see Leah back here. Let's go see what she's up to. Hey! What are you doing? Oh, are these for the raised beds?
I think so.
Yeah, we talked about that. Well, she doesn't need my help. I'm gonna go plant some tomatoes. Very nice. Now, some of our tomatoes have got a little bit of frostbite. That one might make it, but that one's not gonna make it. So we have some replacements to plant. We've been using this biodegradable plastic, which is made of biodegradable materials. And underneath it, how we get water to them is we run a soaker hose. The soaker hose, we've been running the soaker hose system for 3 years now. This is our 3rd year. Works awesome. Link's gonna be in the bio for both the biodegradable plastic and the soaker hose. Check it out. Highly recommend the soaker hose. We've tried a couple different brands. They don't work as well as this stuff. We get this off of Amazon and it works really well. So we're gonna replace some of the tomatoes, and we need to get some corn planted and then our sprinklers set up. We're gonna remove these current sprinklers we have and switch them to a different style and see if those work any better. And while I'm doing that, Leah's gonna be getting some potatoes planted. Now, we lost about 12 tomato plants. We plant approximately 50 tomato plants. So I think we lost a fifth of tomatoes. The reason why we plant so many tomatoes is we make our own tomato sauce and we can them. Well, can the sauce, not the tomatoes. So we need a lot of tomatoes for that, and we have some here. We buy all our tomatoes from a local greenhouse, and we've been buying them for that way for years. We never had good luck starting out tomatoes. Now this one might make a comeback. You can see the new growth in the center, but usually if the center stem dies off, it doesn't make a comeback. So we're just gonna replace it totally. Now these tomatoes we had to buy from a different greenhouse, so they're a little bit more mature than we usually plant, but the normal greenhouse that we go to were pretty well picked over by the time we got back to them. So we're gonna plant these. They are pretty much the same variety. We usually try to plant Romas or a good canning tomato. So these are just about the same variety. In lieu of tomato cages, we use T-posts and baling twine, because baling twine is a renewable resource for us. If you've seen our video, tomato cages are a scam. Don't waste your money on them. T-posts, they're a couple dollars each. Baling twine, we have a ton of it because we go through a ton of hay. So what we do is we set one on each end, one in the middle, and then we run baling twine back and forth, and we tie the tomatoes as they grow to it. What are you doing, Nerve?
Hey, kitty kitty.
Apparently Nervy's got a little friend, two friends. One she's not so sure of. The one with the white tail, the white tip tail, they're best friends apparently. And then the orange one, I think she's trying to get in the circle, but just can't. I don't know. We'll see. Now it's important to get the T-posts in early, because if you wait too long and the tomatoes' roots have already started to spread, you could disrupt their root development. So if we get them in early, we won't disrupt their root development as bad. We're planting an 85-day sweet corn. It's called Golden Bantam. We'll see how it does. There's a couple right there, it just didn't get covered up. And there's one. Let's continue on. I found putting down our cultivators as we plant really stirs up the soil and it makes the knives get deeper, so that's what we're doing. Also, we're only going to do 4 passes, so that's 8 rows of sweet corn, which should give us plenty of sweet corn, honestly. It's the year of the sprinkler. We bought these sprinklers for our corn and our sunflowers, less moving parts. We thought it just spins freely on top, and we thought that would work great. But when we hook up 2 of them, our water pressure doesn't provide enough, and it drastically reduces its spray. So we're trying a different sprinkler. A little bit more moving parts, a little bit more complicated. One of these guys, or girls, I don't know. I didn't ask. We're gonna try these. These shoot the water. They claim they have an 85 feet spray diameter. You can go 0 to 360 degrees, which is nice because now we can direct where our water goes. And you just set the adjustments with these springs here to tell it how far back and forth to go. We're gonna try that and see how it works. We water at night mostly because I don't want the sun burning off any water from the topsoil. And we notice that when we water around sunset, the next morning the soil is still wet, not soaked but wet, and that's what we want to see. So that's what we always ended up doing, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But let's try out the sprinkler system and see if we like it. Change of plans. We're not too thrilled on these sprinkler shooters. We're gonna stick with our spinners, and we're gonna use this. We're gonna return the one that we didn't use. We're gonna take this one and put it down by our blueberry bushes so we can water them at least. And I'll just have to move the spinners every so often, which won't be a big deal. Have to move them anyway to get in there to cultivate. Thank you for watching. Leah's just down there planting some pumpkins. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share it around with all your friends, and we'll catch you on the next one.